I'm going to say this for now, but I might actually come back and change this after I get a chance to talk to him. Three shots were made. At first, a single shot was fired, and then two guns fired simultaneously directly afterwards. Could be wrong. Definitely, I mean, yeah, to be sure about that. And do any of these link up? Lighton's revolver, loot list, common statement, two victims. Okay. What does this one state? Double murder. Kenneth Butler and Brian Vercotti were the victims of a double murder carried out by one person. Oh, see, these are already in conflict. These do not match up, and this isn't split. Wait a second. Is there another? Compelling evidence. Witness testimonies and the crime weapon clearly point to one possible culprit, Lighton Chapman. And then what about anything else here? No. Okay, so those don't match up. These, as you can see, since they're red, are in conflict right now. If I change to Turner could hear the contrast between two fired shots as they were made from different points in Half Moon Street. If I turn it to that, then they're congruent. I'm guessing we're going to find something that's going to make this possibly into a split decision here. So let's keep on finding more clues and finding out. That's one thing I love about this game is just tracking down all these clues, finding out, and then coming to those conclusions is pretty cool.
A cheap watch, bought with his own money, no doubt.
All right, well, I'm glad we clicked on those. Nothing interesting. Let's go talk to him ourselves and find out if... there you are, Chapman.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good evening, Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
Calm down.
You have the wrong man.
I've come here to help you.
Calm down.
To find out if
He's
you
not
truly
really falling
are
off the handle,
innocent,
though.
as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother? You know him? Then that means you're...
Yes,
Sherlock Holmes.
I am the Holy
Oh,
One.
blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
All right, first let's give him a once-over. Ooh, definitely a large scar. Occasional fight. Looks like it was one fight that did that to you. Okay. Let's keep on going. Oh. Recent beating, resistant, or hot-headed. Well, I don't know if he didn't do the murder, and I'm sure I'd fight or resist arrest anyway. Okay, office clerk. Is that a scarf of an office clerk? Is that what you get when you become one? And what, we're gonna look at the hands? Yeah. Oh. He was in Westgate Prison too. So that means he knew one of them. Well, or possibly.
Good.
What is
Tell me
your story?
account of what happened?
I left my work, and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel.
Yes.
I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw
Big
the
mistake.
first fireworks light up in the sky.
Haven't you ever heard of the origin story
I bumped
called
into
Batman?
a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon. Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw two men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me. The second I saw him, he raised his head and he stared at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
Huh.
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible. The second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand, though. I took it, and then I followed the third man.
Pray, please continue.
Interesting. Pray, continue.
I turned a corner, and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds. But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man.
Third man.
Leighton, are you able to describe the person whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark, and he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
Yeah, once again, too
Now,
far.
what about that?
Nothing so
from the
special.
window.
He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
Well, that really doesn't
No.
help.
But perhaps it's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
Huh. Why would that be worth mentioning?
Leighton, I confess I am puzzled. Why should a young lad like you take a gun from the hands of a dead man and set off in pursuit of a probable killer?
I know. I keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested, and he was armed.
You were willing to risk your life. That was a little
I mean,
foolish,
it looks like he went to prison
unless
himself. I wonder if that kind of
you
rubbed
wanted
off that
revenge.
idea.
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
Yeah.
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. You knew that gentleman well, did you not?
However could you know
Tattoo
that?
dum-dum.
You have a typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your hand. I observed exactly the same mark upon Mr. Vercotti. You came to know him from your sharing a past prison sentence. Am I correct, Mr. Chapman?
God. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
Why hide that?
Would you tell me a little about Brian Vercotti?
We
What
were
did he
convicted
like to
for a
do on
robbery.
his off time?
Once in prison, both of us joined one of these fraternities. During that year, we tried to help each other out, you know?
You were quite young then, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, we were. We'd only stolen a pound of meat. After we were released and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
And Vercotti?
He had a hard time. His sister had died in a Whitechapel dispensary while he was in prison. He had no family anymore. Our paths split. He fell back into crime.
So you lost him.
Yes. And for around 2 years, I heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you soon, young man.
So, I guess that would kind of make sense why he'd pick up the gun and then chase after the guy. They knew each other. They looked out for each other in prison. It is a little weird that he kind of, excuse me, why he hid that from the police or Sherlock Holmes or whatever. I mean, you'd think that would be like, well, he was killed. I knew him. Like, that would explain a few things. So he's an old acquaintance, and what is it? No, it's not that. It's no. Okay. What is lootless? Lootless here. Personal motive. The violent crime committed in Half Moon Street by Leighton could have had a personal motive. So that's the other side of the coin, though. He knew him. Like, there was no romanticizing their friendship or anything like that. You know, completely hated the dude. So maybe he just wanted him dead. That is, of course, another way of looking at it. No. Imaginary man. The person who Leighton Chapman describes in his statements is a figment of his own imagination created to vindicate himself. That... Wow. Okay. We're already to this point? Holy crap. This is a short case. Well, possibly. But it's never that easy, is it? I feel like we're missing... Because, yeah, okay, we definitely are. Because there's, at the end of a case, all clues will actually link together. Like, there will be no more clues in this left to find. So we haven't found all the clues as of yet. So I don't want to, go forward. I will say this. We did find that mirror in the alleyway. And if it was a figment of his imagination, if he is making this up to justify somewhere in his mind, he kept on saying, he saw the man running away. Running towards him one night. He could see his face. Down the alleyway, if he was looking at that mirror, he would have been looking right back at himself. So, that is a possibility. Is there anything over here I might have missed? Oh, wait, what?
Locked. Locked.
Locked.
Locked.
What's up with you, lad? What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my brother to be released.
Your brother?
Yes,
The
his
one that
brother.
you caught, beat up and imprisoned.
Ah, the murderer.
He ain't killed no one, copper.
Watch your mouth, lad, else you'll be joining that worthless brother of yours.
Shut up. Leave the kid alone. He wants to believe in his brother. Fuck you. Oh, I
A
missed the
fairly
pole.
long pole with a forked end.
Select the gunman. Oh, depending on the statements. You are the gunman. Interesting. Oh! Oh, okay. So I guess that could be a possibility as well? That... What? That they killed each other? Interesting. Now wait, is there... Yeah, okay, so we can't examine the wall.
I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift my lamp.
That would be the pole. Let's take that, shall we? Yeah.
This should be useful.
Oh. Wow, that lamp sucks with light.
This is most definitely a bullet hole.
Yeah.
The brick cracks are fresh. Watson, there was a third shot fired in this street.
Okay. A third shot. Both died of crossfire, with each of them holding a gun. One of the guns is now missing. Double murder. Kenneth Butler and Brian Vicotti were the victims of a double murder carried out by one person. Okay, see, this is where we start getting down to the nitty-gritty. If I'm to believe the kid... Man. Yeah, I wonder if his mind broke and he saw a third person run away? Or was he the one that did it? Let's just say, hypothetically, it was a crossfire. Okay, those then... Turner could hear the contrast between two fired shots, as in fact 3 shots were made. Oh, that's still... Wow. I've never seen it conflicting like this, depending on either or. Okay, so if I say fire in position, and I go over here to that... Wow, so either way... that it's going to be conflicting. This is interesting. I've never seen this actually happen before. Well, I do believe that, and for this is, I think, a possibility. Because, I mean, the men might have killed each other at the same time. Disappearing man. Lighton and Chapman's statement regarding the jacketed man who disappeared at Half Moon Street now seem reasonable, as the 3 shots at the crime scene prove the presence of a second gun that is now missing. Okay. Jeez, this is the first one that's actually kind of confused me a little bit. Hulkbuster asks, so are you going to listen to what I said about you playing Lego Batman 3 with your wife? But eventually, yeah, we'll be playing more games like that as well, Hulkbuster. Wait, let me go back over here and imagine these things happening. Can I imagine? Hey, what? Yeah, LB. What? Why isn't it not working right now? That's RB. Oh, interesting. It's not... Interesting. Okay. Well, there was another... It showed me another bullet getting put into the wall up here. I wonder... Do I need... Let's go inside. Maybe the bullet somehow passed inside? Do-do-do. No, and no, and no. Okay. Still pieces left to find.
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
I'm trying, dude. I am definitely trying. She doesn't have anything else to say. Maybe the police officer does? Okay, it does. Cool.
Constable Marrow, I would value your assistance in this investigation.
Yes, I would value.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Holmes.
It better be your pleasure.
I would like to make sure that there are no places in Half Moon Street where a man could hide while you were running through it with your lamp.
All right, Mr. Holmes, what should I do?
Take your lamp and start walking, just as you did before, and try to find me.
Understood.
Goody, we're going to play hide and go seek. I haven't done that in forever. Oh, what? Oh, wow. Okay, so now we're playing the police officer. Never mind. Oh, Sherlock. Close your eyes, Sherlock. Then I won't be able to see you.
I can see you very well, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
This is how Sherlock gets his jollies. Gets a chance. Really? Really, Sherlock?
Here you are, Mr. Holmes.
Where is he? Are you serious, Holmes?
Mr. Holmes, it wasn't difficult to find you at all.
No one
Level
could
90
escape
squirrel.
Constable
A
Marrow's
hunger
lamp
for
while
fun.
hiding in
That's
the
hilarious.
street.
That's actually not bad. Okay. Got some new ones. Corners in sight. So would that go with latent statement? Yep. See how that says. Up the walls. If we could assume that there was one more person in Half Moon Street at the time of the crime, then there was no way forward or back for his escape. Only up. Let us reenact the action, recreate the fireworks described by Layton, and attempt to climb the wall. We're going fucking Spider-Man. Finally. Sherlock Holmes meets Spider-Man. Make it happen. Okay. Do I need to talk to the
It
constable?
would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
How do I want to become Spider-Man. How does Sherlock Holmes become Spider-Man? Do I need to find a storm drain or something like that for... What's up, little man? For him to climb?
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Doesn't Watson right now just look like he smelled a fart? He just like, Holmes, the beans again. It's...
Anything else you would like to know, Mr.
No,
Holmes?
there's nothing else I need from you. Really? Books?
The books
All right.
on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
A book on murder? Wait a tick.
Perfect match. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
He did not. And I think we found that piece of wood actually underneath. Like, it was in the cobblestones underneath one of the victims. Or it looked like it, at least. Placed the broken stick, took something down. Oh, wait. I did not see that over there. Oh, okay. Wow. Cut papers with knife. Open the window. Wow, and there's even one guy down there. Holy crap. Okay. Come on, show me that. Threw something into fire. Let's see if this gels. I mean, this is just a guess, so... Oh, God. Fuck my life. Stupid war injury. What's all the noise and the racket and kids on my fucking lawn? I see you out there, perverts. Really? We're... yeah, let's fast forward. Oh, look. Pick up some... step. Okay. Go. Old Man Olympics. Here we go. Cut. Burn, 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 burn. Let's just say he's got fat fingers.
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this.
So, does that mean I actually...